Hello students, in present video I am going to explain about third problem from consignment lesson. I am taking this question from Telangana State Telugu Academy Inter Second Year Accountancy Textbook. But this video is useful to all commerce students who want to know about consignment topic. On consignment topic I made 7 videos. Video links are available in the description box. Let us see the question first. Arjun of Kamareddy and Vittal of Karimnagar are in consignment business. Vittal sent goods to Arjun 20,000 rupees. Vittal paid freight 800, insurance 700. Arjun met sales expenditure 750. Arjun sold the entire stock for 30,000 rupees and he is entitled to a commission of 5% on sales. Prepare necessary ledger accounts. In first two problems, he asked journals, but in third problem, he is asking ledger. Ledger accounts in the books of Vittal and Arjun. This is the question. This question is available in the description box. Let us solve this problem. Vittal of Karimnagar is sending 20,000 worth of goods to his agent Arjun. Arjun is living in Kamareddy. Here, Vittal is sending goods now. So Vittal is known as consignor and Arjun is called consignee. To send these goods, Vittal incurred expenses 800, 700. So total expenditure of consignor is 1500 rupees. Then consignee received these goods and he sold entire goods for 30,000 rupees. To sell these goods, he incurred 750 rupees expenditure and his commission amount is not directly given. It is given as 5% on sale. Always you remember consignee's commission. If it is given in percentage form, we have to calculate that on sales amount. Sales amount is 30,000 now. So on 30,000, 5%, 30,000 into 5 by 100. If you cancel zeros, 300 into 5 is equal 1500. Consignee's commission is 1500. From this sales amount 30,000 rupees, Arjun deducts his expenditure, his commission and the remaining amount Arjun sent to consignor in the form of a demand draft. For these transactions, we have to prepare the ledger accounts. First, we prepare ledger of Vittal. Then we prepare ledger of Arjun. So, ledger is a book in which we prepare accounts. Ledger of Vittal. Vittal is consignor. In consignor ledger, we should prepare 3 accounts. Consignment account, consignee's account, and the goods sent on consignment account. Consignment account is a nominal account. Consignee's account is a personal account. And goods sent on consignment account is a real account. So for consignment account, always we should add consignee's area's name. Consignee is living in Kamareddy now. So Kamareddy consignment account we have to prepare. Consignment account is a nominal account now. Therefore, consignment business related expenses we should show on debit side of this account. Consignment business related incomes we should show on credit. If you know this, then remaining 2 accounts also easily we can prepare. First transaction is Vittal sent 20,000 worth goods to Arjun on consignment. Here 20,000 worth goods. This 20,000 indicates the cost of goods sent. So cost appears on debit side of consignment account as per nominal account rule. So debit side 20,000 we should write. If debit side you want to post 20,000, then in journal entry Kamareddy consignment account should be debited. 2. What to write? We are sending goods on consignment basis now. That particulars you have to write here. Therefore, 2 goods sent on consignment account. If you want to post like this, what should be the journal entry? Kamareddy consignment account data to goods sent on consignment account. If you write this entry, then only we can post like this. And goods sent on consignment account also we are preparing in this problem. In journal entry, goods sent on consignment account is credited. Therefore, in this account, credit side we have to post. By what to write? Debit account name. We debited a Kamareddy consignment now. Write down that. Amount is 20,000 rupees. Next transaction is Vittal incurred 1500 expenditure. Here two expenses are given 800, 700. You need not to write two journal entries. You need not to post for two times. Total expenditure is 1500 now. For 1500, one entry is enough. One posting is enough. What is the entry? In consignment account, debit side we should show this 1500. Because for consignment business, this is an expenditure. As per nominal account rule, expenditure is to be debited. So, we should debit 1500. If you want to debit in consignment account, in journal entry also, Kamareddy consignment account should be debited. Then only it will be posted on debit side of consignment account. And what to write here? Consignor paid this expenditure. Our assumption is consignor incurs all consignment business related expenses through checks. So he issued a check for this 1500 rupees. That person goes to our bank and from our account he takes the money. Our bank is a giver. So as per personal account rule, we have to credit bank account. Personal account rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. Bank is giving money now. Bank is a giver. We should credit bank account. This is the entry for consignor's expenses. Here, credit side we wrote bank now. Therefore, to bank we should write here. And bank account we are not preparing in consignment accounts. Therefore, only for one time you have to post this entry here. Next transaction, Arjun sold these goods for 30,000 rupees. For sales, we have to write the entry now. For consignment business, sale is an income. So, as per nominal account, income should be credited now. In consignment account, income should be credited. Therefore, sales amount you have to post on credit side. If you want to post on credit side, while writing the journal entry also, Kamareddy consignment account should be credited. Then debit side what to write? This 30,000 Arjun should return to us because our goods is sold. So to us, Arjun is a debtor. Debtor is an asset. Asset should be debited because asset shows a debit balance. So we should debit Arjun account. This is the entry for consignee's sales. Now this entry we should post. Consignment account is credited now. In consignment account credit side, by debit side we have Arjun name. So write down that. By Arjun account. Arjun account also we are preparing. In Arjun account, we should post this entry on debit side to Kamareddy consignment account. Sales amount 30,000 rupees. Next, consignee incurred expenditure 750. For consignment business, this is an expenditure. As per nominal account rule, expenditure is to be debited. In consignment account, you have to debit 750 rupees. If you want to post like that, then in journal entry, consignment account should be debited. Kamareddy consignment account debtor 2. Don't write bank because we are not paying that expenditure. Arjun paid that expenditure. So in future, we have to return this 750 rupees to Arjun. So to us, Arjun becomes a creditor. Creditor means liability. Liability shows a credit balance. Therefore, we should credit Arjun account. This is entry for consignee's expenditure. In consignment account, debit side we should post, and what to write? To Arjun. To Arjun account. Same entry will be posted in Arjun account also. Arjun account is credited. So in Arjun account, credit side we have to post. And what to write? Debit side. We wrote Kamareddy consignment account now. That account name we should mention. By Kamareddy consignment account. Amount is 750 rupees. Then next entry is for commission. Consignee's commission. For consignment business, this commission is an expenditure. Expenditure is to be debited. So in consignment account, debit side, we have to show this expenditure. We calculated this commission here. But when you are doing problems, then in consignment account only you have to calculate. So in brackets, you have to mention that calculation. 30,000 into 5 by 100. Then what to write here? For that you have to think the journal entry. Kamareddy consignment account is to be debited because on debit side we posted. So Kamareddy consignment account debtor 2. And this commission amount we should pay to consignee. To us, consignee is becoming a creditor. Creditor means liability. Liability shows a credit balance. So for commission also, consignee's name is to be credited. So remember, for consignee's expenses, for consignee's commission. In consignor books, entries will be same. To Arjun account. As Arjun account is also there, in Arjun account it appears. Which side? Arjun account is credited. So credit side we have to post. We debited Kamareddy consignment. Write down that account name. So all transactions we have posted. Now last step is closing the accounts. Let us close consignment account. Observe the amounts. Credit total is more. In rough notes, put the credit total first. 30,000 rupees minus debit total. Difference is 6,250. Credit side we wrote income, debit side we wrote expenditure. Income is more than expenditure now, then this answer is profit. In consignment business, Vittal earned a profit of 6,250. Which side we should show this amount in consignment account? Debit side total is less, so debit side we have to show this 6,250. This profit we should transfer to profit and loss account. Therefore, here you have to write to profit and loss account. Put the totals and close the account. Two sides totals are 30,000 rupees. Come to consignee's account. In consignee's account, we debited 30,000 because consignee sold a consignor's goods for 30,000. From 30,000 he deducted 750, 1500 and the remaining amount he sent to us through a bank draft. So observe the totals. Debit total is more. In rough notes, put the debit total first minus credit total. Difference is 27,750. Credit total is less. Credit side you have to write that answer. He sent this amount through a bank draft now. Therefore, we should write by bank. Two sides put the totals. Let us close this last account. Goods sent on consignment account. Credit side total is more. So debit side, write down the same amount. By transferring to trading account, we have to close this account. Therefore, debit side we should write to trading account. Two sides put the totals. Consignor books completed. Now come to consignee's books. Ledger of consignee, Arjun. In consignee's books, we have to prepare only one account. That is consignor's account. Because he should know finally how much amount he should pay to consignor. He need not to prepare consignment account. Because consignment business profit is going to be enjoyed by consignor. It is not our profit. So we are not concerned with consignment profit. Similarly, he need not to prepare goods sent on consignment account in his books because these are not his own goods. He is acting only as a mediator for these goods. When goods come on consignment basis, consignee records that particulars in stock register, not here. Therefore, only consignor account we have to prepare in consignee's books. First transaction, think from consignee's point of view now, because we are preparing accounts in his books. Goods came to him. As I said, he records that in stock ledger, no, not here. So ignore this 20,000 related transaction. Second transaction, consignor incurred 1500 expenditure. That is consignor related expenditure. In consignee books, we need not write any entry. So ignore this second transaction also. Third transaction, consignee sold these goods for 30,000. For 30,000, we should write the entry because we are only selling. This 30,000 in future, we should return to consignor. So to consignee, consignor is becoming a creditor. Creditor is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance. So in consignee's books, when you are writing entry, consignor's name is to be credited for sales. And which account is to be debited? Consignee is selling, no. So customer pays cash or customer issues a check to consignee only. In consignee books only we are writing. So cash is coming to him or check is coming to him. Always our assumption is customer paid check. So when check comes, we deposit that check in our bank and our bank collects money from customer's bank. So our bank becomes a receiver. Personal account rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. As our banker is a receiver, we should debit bank account. So final entry for sales in consignee's books is bank account debtor to consignor account. Consignor account we are preparing. Consignor account is credited now. So in consignor account, credit side we have to post. By bank. By bank account 30,000 rupees. Next is for consignee's expenses. Our assumption is consignee paid this expenditure by issuing a check. So his banker becomes a giver. Bank account is a personal account. Personal account rule, debit the receiver, credit the giver. As banker is becoming a giver, we should credit bank account to bank account. At present, we are paying this 750. But in future, we collect that amount from consignor. So consignor is becoming a debtor for this 750 rupees. Debtor is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Therefore, consignor's name, that is Vittal, account is to be debited. Vittal account debtor to bank account. This is the entry for consignee's expenses in consignee's books. Vittal account we are preparing. As Vittal account is debited, in Vittal account debit side we should post to bank account 750. Next is for commission. Consignee's commission in consignee's books. For consignee, commission is an income. As per nominal account rule, incomes are to be credited. Therefore, we should credit commission account. We should receive this commission from consignor. So for this commission amount, consignor is becoming a debtor. Debtor means asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Therefore, consignor is to be debited. This is the entry. As Vittal account is debited, in Vittal account debit side we should post. To commission account. All transactions we have posted in consignee's books. Now finally we have to close this account. Credit side total is more minus debit total. Then the difference is debit side total is less. Debit side we should post this answer. Consignee send this amount through a bank draft. Therefore, in particulars column we have to write to bank. Two side put the totals. Once you observe consignee's account in consignor's books and consignor's account in consignee's books. Debit amount we wrote on credit side. Credit amounts we wrote on debit side. Remember this. But particulars are not same. Account names differ. So this is all about third problem of consignment lesson. Hope this video is useful to you. Thank you.